Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to Thrive with Stride. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far. My gosh, my gosh, my gosh. There have been so many stories going on, guys, in the last couple of days. And this should be actually a happy time for us in the squad because Megan, of course, guys, we know she was in the top 10 for her Christmas holiday special. She should have been having a wonderful, wonderful December after a whole year of, you know, all the stuff that she has accomplished. And with As Ever, she launched As Ever this year. She products sold out many times. I even have my hands on a couple of very small set of stuff that I got from the As Ever brand. I have it here, and guys, it's for my Christmas. My daughter's gonna wrap it, and that's my Christmas gift. But it has been a wonderful year, a whole year actually, wonderful year for Meghan and Harry. And we even heard, of course, a couple days back that Harry, they will be relooking at his security for when he is in the UK. Rafa is going to be taking a look back at it again. And a lot of good things have been happening for Meghan and Harry this year. But guys, isn't it kind of convenient, don't you think, that it's a little convenient that right now, when all the good things are happening for Meghan and Harry, that Thomas Markle is trying to put some spokes into her wheels? Don't you find it strange that this man apparently had his leg amputation around the same time? But of course, there's a lot of people who are saying that it didn't happen this time. Some people have been saying it has been a whole month and everything, but I don't know the exact truth. So I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt. But I believe this amputation happened, guys. I believe it didn't just happen a day before her Netflix special was to come out. I don't believe that happened then. I believe it happened before. And of course, because they want to hurt Meghan so badly, they want to knock her down a peg. They always do this. They wait until something special is going on with her, and then they just come out with some news or some, that's what they do. They've been doing it for a long time. Lots of people have clocked that, right? But guys, it has gone to the point of the unhinged. It is really unhinged. I mean, the fact that Thomas Markle has this woman that works at the Daily Fail. I think her name is Carolyn Graham or something. You know what? Take it with a grain of salt. I don't know her name because I didn't want to know her name. But she has been living in the same vicinity, either next to him or in the same place, I don't know, for the last something like a couple years at least. Isn't that strange? I mean, even Meghan's spokesperson said that that this is not right. It's unethical what she's doing here. Why is the Daily Fail so interested in everything that Meghan does that they have somebody who is pretty much living in the same vicinity as Thomas Markle, Meghan's father? Have you ever heard of stuff like this? This is kind of unhinged, guys. It's really unhinged because not only is it unethical, it's just crazy to me that you would go that far. the fact that they would go that far as to have someone living there. But I do believe that either this woman, because apparently she is always there by his side, and she is also taking correspondence. She is, so which means she's either writing a book or she's doing a documentary about him or something. But a lot of things have happened, and it is in the press as well today that not only is Thomas Markle looking for money, more money from the Daily Fail, but apparently he's on the Daily Fail's roster. He's on the Daily Fail's roster. He gets paid by them, right? And how can you expect Meghan to come and see you or to talk to you on the phone or whatever when you are in bed, literally, with the Daily Fail? The same media, the same newspaper that has been going after Meghan for years, both Meghan and Harry. These people have been vile towards Meghan. Vile. And Thomas Markle has been continuously in contact with people, and he's been on these people's shows, like when Piss Moron had a show and everything. He went on Piss Moron's show and all these things. He aligns himself with the people who hate Meghan and the people who want to hurt Meghan. And then another thing too, guys. Today I was watching I was looking around on YouTube, and I was watching Fumi. You guys know Fumi the Centerfold. I was watching her channel because sometimes she talks about Meghan. I actually wanted to see what she had to say. And in one of her videos, she's talking about Meghan. She showed, and I would have never seen this, guys. I would have never seen this. She showed Thomas Markle Jr. That's Meghan's so-called half-brother. Apparently, he has a YouTube channel, guys. I would never know this because I could care less anything that this man has to say, and I would never watch anything that he has to say. I mean, he's vile. I've seen one or two clips of him, and I know he's vile, so I would not. And he's really nasty towards Meghan. That's the thing about it too. He's really not just vile, but he's nasty. He is the opposite of what a big brother should do. I mean, so I saw this clip of him on, and I would have never seen it, but I saw it. Apparently he went on YouTube and just a whole load of hogwash came out of his mouth as far as Meghan is concerned. Cussing at Meghan, telling Meghan to go do this and do that. And the guy was vile. And he claims that he is the one who takes care of Thomas Markle. We know that's not true, because Thomas Markle, the only person who we think for sure that because the first person he talked to was the woman from the Daily Fail, that Carolyn, whatever her name is. He talked to her first. He didn't call Samantha Markle. I almost said Marley. Samantha Markle. He didn't call her first. He didn't call Thomas Markle Jr. No. He called that Carolyn woman. That's the first person he talked to from the Daily Fail, right? Well, he didn't call her actually. Because she was there. She knows the whole thing. She knows everything that's going on with Thomas Markle. I don't know if she's writing his memoir or what, or a documentary or something. I have no idea what the heck the woman is doing. It is unethical, for sure. But the long and short of it is, she has been at his side, by his side, guys. But like I was saying, that man that's supposed to be Meghan's half brother, is completely vile. And the way that he talks about Meghan and the things he says, isn't he embarrassed? Isn't a big brother supposed to protect you no matter what? I mean, it was really incredibly vile, and the things he said about Meghan. And the way that he talked about her, like, who raised this man? And now I really, now I'm sure that everything that's good that Meghan learned or know, or the things that she does or says, it all comes from her mother. It all comes from Doria Ragland. Yeah. It all comes from her, because the way that Thomas Markle Jr., the things that he was saying, a real man, a gentleman would not say this kind of thing, would not say these kind of things about someone who's in his family or any woman. He was vile and disgusting. And anybody who sits there and watches this man, and all the haters, whoever hates Meghan and they decide to follow this guy on his YouTube channel and listen to what he says, how could you watch a man, a so-called man, sit there and talk about another woman this way? How could you? So, I mean, I'm glad that I don't, you know what, guys, to be honest, there's a lot of things that I used to look at, but I don't look at them anymore. That's probably why I don't get the urge. And, like, sometimes you see things and you're like, okay, I gotta go talk about this. I gotta vent about it. That's why I don't watch a lot of things that I used to watch. And that's probably why when I really want to talk about something, I find a way to talk about it on here, but most of the time I don't watch these things, so I don't get that anger and all that, because I don't make space for it. But the fact that I saw what that Thomas Markle Jr. said about Meghan on his YouTube channel, I mean, it was so bad, guys, that YouTube had to take it down. It was so vile that YouTube had to take it down. So, and this is somebody who is supposed to be a family member of Meghan. And like I was saying, who raised this man? Because I always thought that Thomas Markle Sr., I thought that the fact that he helped raise a daughter like Meghan, I thought that maybe there was something decent had to be coming out of him. But the fact that you raised a son who talks about a woman, his own sister, like that, no. That means that Thomas Markle Sr., if he can know, what do you okay, and this is what we're seeing on the YouTube channel, guys. This is what we saw. Can you imagine the things that he says about Meghan behind her, like when nobody else is watching, when they're together, when him and Scamanta and that man, when they talk about Meghan? Because they don't talk about anything else. And I don't even think they talk that much, but the only thing that they're united about is their hatred towards Meghan and their jealousy. Their jealousy and their hatred. And the sad thing is, I used to be one of those people who used to think, oh, well, I used to think, oh, maybe he's not as bad. But I did correct myself a while back, because from the time that I saw that Thomas Markle was going on shows and bad talking Meghan with Meghan's enemies, that's when I was like, no, that's it. Nah. I was off of him from then. Because at first I was thinking, I don't know, because I'm not Meghan. I'm not gonna, say anything about him when I didn't know. But now I'm to the point where I know what I know as far as this man, Thomas Markle, is concerned. It is ridiculous that he has a Daily Mail reporter documenting his every move, and they tried to set a trap for Meghan. Didn't work because Meghan's smart. Meghan did not call him, and it's a good thing she didn't call him. She emailed him, and she also apparently wrote a letter. As far as I heard, it seems that she wrote a letter as well, and two people from the embassy came and visited him in the hospital, and they were hoping that it would be Meghan, but no, Meghan did not put herself in that position. And I would not travel to that place. I would not meet with that man, because I'll tell you, just from what I saw that Thomas Markle Jr. said on that, and it was a very short clip of him just berating Meghan and cussing her out and saying some really horrible, nasty, horrendous things that what you would think that a man would never say about another woman, especially his sister, his half sister. You would think that this man would have decency. He doesn't have any. He didn't have any decency. So I was just so disgusted about that. And of all the things that have been happening in the last couple of days, the fact that Thomas Markle raised that man, and he apparently raised him not to have any respect for women or his, so I have no, it was just horrendous seeing that somebody in Meghan's family would say the kind of things, the vile things. And you know what's funny? I've only seen Samantha Markle a couple of times on a couple of clips of her and stuff. And she was vile and hateful. But she wasn't even half as bad as Thomas Markle Jr. was. But you know what? They're all the same though. They're all the same. And so I definitely don't believe that Meghan needs to be anywhere near these people. Please, Meghan, protect your safety, protect yourself. Don't get involved with these people. Any of them. They hate you. They obviously hate you with the vile way that they talk about you. Because if they talk about you like this on the camera, what do you think they say when the cameras aren't rolling? Because no matter what, somebody will have a little decorum when they know that people are watching them and hearing them. But if they're going to say the vilest things while the camera's rolling, you can imagine what they say behind your back. So they don't wish you well. These people don't want anything good for you. I mean, the man said that Meghan needs to disappear. That's what he said. And yeah, I don't know, guys. It's just horrible, horrendous. And they are doing this all because they want to hurt Meghan to the fact where they don't want her to be able to have her business and her business to be successful. And they planned it all. They planned it all for this time of the year when Meghan has her show going and she has a lot of good things have happened this year, like I said, and they planned this strategically, planned it to coincide with all of the good things that are happening for Meghan. I don't care what anybody says. That man had his leg amputated a long time ago. Okay. And because he's not acting, because he would still be groggy and this and that if it had happened just a few days ago. I don't believe it happened a few days ago, but I could be wrong. But I believe there's so many different stories out there as far as when this happened. But I totally believe that this happened a while ago. And he's shopping around talking about, it will be poignant if he shows his leg amputated and this and that. The guy's nuts. This guy has no love for Meghan. And if your son can sit there on a YouTube channel and you don't have a problem with it and say the horrid things that he said about Meghan and you're okay with it, and you allow that and you let him come around you after he says these things, that means that you feel the same way about Meghan as well. And you know what, guys? I was gonna say talk about a couple more things, but I think I've talked enough. I had to vent a little bit, but yeah, Thomas Markle Jr. is horrendous. He is horrendous. Yeah, guys. Anyways, I just had to get that off my chest. But guys, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you guys the next one. And yeah, this is just not good. That family, that Markle side of Meghan's family, they're just horrendous. And I can understand why she doesn't want to be called Markle anymore. To be honest, Meghan Sussex all the way. Meghan Sussex forever, guys. Goodbye.